Okay, welcome to A Simple Life with
Clay, Clint,
Merle, Fritzley Jr., the last pig, and myself, Cal. So, like I said, that's the last pig. He's going to freezer camp in a little bit today. So we've been doing one pig every evening, and then I throw him in the cooler. I have a big, it's a freezer, but I modified it to act as a cooler to chill an animal down. And then we cut it and make all our cuts and all that kind of stuff, dress everything up in the morning, and then we vacuum seal it and off to the freezer it goes, which is great. You know, it's like an hour and a half, maybe we'll call it 2 hours at tops. Unless there's like people over and like I'm explaining kind of what I'm doing, then it takes longer. That is, yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing with the pigs. So, but we have an update. Okay, so here's an update. As many of you know, our dearly beloved Merle decided to go get his face and leg pierced multiple times. It's a very typical teenager thing to do, to just decide to pierce your whole body. What didn't make sense is Frida, who's 6-year-old and not a teenager, also decided to do the same thing. After digging around and finding out who the horrible influence on our dogs were, we found that it was Mr. Porky. Mr. Porky, not Porky as in Mr. Porky the pig, this is just Mr. Porky, last name Pine. He has been the bad influence on our animals. Mr. Porky went back to meet his maker last night, and I don't see any future issues with Mr. Porky and our dogs. I'm pretty sure that Merle will go on the straight and narrow and decide not to pierce his body 50 times in one evening. And I'm sure Frida will decide not to do any more facial piercings. That being said, me and the boys are going to do some light maintenance around the place tonight. We're gonna go make sure all the goats are doing good. Yep.
Yep.
And then we're going to enjoy ourselves and try to get a semi early evening. Last couple nights have been a bit late, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Last night
we fell asleep last night instead of helping you.
Yeah, last night they went inside and got some dinner and some dessert and then passed out. Merle, that thing will still bite you. Look at him. Merle, leave it alone.
He's like, I want to get that porcupine.
No more porcupines for Merle. Mr. Porky is not going to teach my animals to be horrible, no good, rotten creatures anymore. All right, we will we'll give you an update when we get up to the goats. Hey, Cookie Dough. How are you, baby? All right, we're up here checking on the mountain goats. Oh man, ooh, Butterballs, you got a stink to you like nobody's business. Where's your buddy Cotton Balls? I'm sure he's just as stinky. Oh yeah, you can see he's right over there on rubbing on that. There he is. You're just as stinky there. Anyways, these boys are in full stink mode. Well, so we are up here because, and we're looking around because we are missing Herman. He was missing yesterday, he's missing today. The herd doesn't really seem to be acting weird or different or anything like that. So, but that being said, Clint yesterday said he saw some vultures down here circling. It could be a goat. I actually think he's wrong. I also, on the other end, probably 300 yards away, I'd put the pig guts. So I'm thinking that the updrafts coming off the hills are making the vultures think there's something over here, but I could be wrong. There's also no vultures over here today, and the pig guts are still sitting in the ravine. I like to feed the critters when I can. Anyways, we're going to go and look kind of where Clint was saying. Yesterday I walked down along the fence lines to make sure that he wasn't caught in a fence, but we're going to go see what we can find. And Clint said it was down in the bottom of this ravine. They were, whoops, almost tripped. He said that they were right out over up here, over this area. So we're gonna go take a walk. I saw a bunch of vultures as well yesterday, but they seem to be circling the other end of the property, and I don't know if the updrafts are playing games with the vultures or not. I assume the vultures are pretty smart, but hey, you never know. All right, I'm gonna stop walking and talking because I know how annoying the popping and crackling is of the blackberry bramble. What do you see, buddy? Ooh, feathers. Are you sure? Yeah. You see any? Whoa. Well, there's a lot of poop too. Look at the white poop. You just stepped on some, Clint. See it right there?
Oh, I see.
Oh, here's some more poop over here. That's a lot of poop. More feathers. Fluffy feathers. Here. More feathers over here. Hold on, boys. Hey, boys, hold on. So the reason why feathers matter is the feathers around here often mean, especially on the ground like this, either something got killed or the vultures have been fighting over something. So, oh, yep, Clint found a bone.
That must mean Herman.
All right, let's keep looking. Here's poop over here. There's poop over here.
Hey, this trail leads down there.
There's more poop, more poop, more poop, more feathers.
More poop. And a couple more feathers.
Oh, there's the sinkhole, guys.
Herman.
Oh, you see him? Oh, buddy. Oh, you're right.
He's dead.
Oh, man. Herman. All right, Clint, hold that. Let me put my gloves on. Let's see if we can figure out what's wrong. Obviously, this really sucks because he had really good genetics. So this really sucks. It sucks because he's a great animal. We really liked him, but this also sucks because he was going to be our third buck for the herd. We might have been a little too. I maybe should have left him with our Nigerian bucks down at the house a little longer, but I figured he'd be okay. I think because of timing, I don't think this is a predator thing. I think this is most likely a big buck's targeted him because they're in a little bit of a rut right now. Well, they're in a rut for sure. So I'm not looking at this like this was a coyote or something like that. But let's take a look and I'll dissect whatever I can figure out here. All right, so his legs are completely intact. There's no damage to his back legs or his front legs. But his neck's disconnected. So, let's see if he has any broken ribs. No broken ribs. Oh. He's got a broken neck. So this last vertebrae right here, the one right here is actually snapped. So you got cartilage in between, but this bone is broken. So, my guess is the big bucks went after him, and he got a broken neck. He doesn't have any damage to his limbs. A lot of times with coyotes, you'll see him grab a leg, you'll see legs chewed on and stuff like that. Also, it's not torn up like a coyote. Usually they like shred it. I mean, like literally shred. Like there's like holes missing in the hide. The hide is actually almost completely intact other than the back, right back here. And other than that, everything's picked clean, but there's no tooth marks. This isn't coyote. This is not coyote. It's not cougar. If this was cougar, this thing would be completely gone. It would have vanished. It's not a bear because bears don't really hunt goats. This is super sad. I'm about 99% sure after seeing that vertebrae severed the way it's snapped. I'm about 99% sure that it was he probably got in a headbutting contest with one of the goats, or maybe both of them. Cotton balls and butterballs might have actually teamed up on him and worked him over. I've heard of that happening. Usually you end up seeing a busted rib. I'm not seeing any busted ribs on here. Well, yeah, that wouldn't have punctured a lung or something like that. I'm not really seeing busted ribs. I'm not seeing any damage that is unexplainable from vultures at all. That's a hard lesson to learn. So, what's up, buddy?
Dad, I did see vultures coming down over here.
You did. You were right.
They were extremely low, enough that you couldn't.
Yeah, you were right, buddy. You were right. Okay,
He was probably alive when they were trying to.
No. He was dead. He had a broken neck. I'm about 99% sure. So, a lesson learned. I'm gonna let my bucks grow bigger before I put them in with the rest of the herd. The other lesson learned, you got capable farm boys, you listen to them. When they tell you there's vultures over somewhere, I should have listened. I would have known this yesterday. That being said, there's nothing I could have done. You boys, every day, a little bit more surprised. So we are gonna leave this guy right here. I'm not gonna do anything with him. There's no reason. I'm gonna let the bugs and the critters finish him off. There ain't nothing to be smelly. There is no smell right here. I mean, like, can you guys smell anything?
No. Nope.
No, there's no smell. Vultures picked him clean. Life on the farm. Joys, sadness. Sometimes they're sad days, huh?
Yeah. Plus when stuff dies.
Yeah, it's sad, huh?
Yeah.
But sometimes there's new life. Like the other day we had a little calf, huh?
Yeah.
That's happy. So.
But this is sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Okay, so the other thing that is kind of making me think that this was a family affair when it came to Herman dying is the whole herd is really mellow. Nobody's acting weird. They're not huddled in a bunch. They're being very, very calm and collected. Like, you know, this guy's not, like, they're not off, you know, as far as they can get away from here. Everybody's acting really normal. This little one keeps climbing up my leg. Everything's really, the herd just feels normal. It doesn't feel stressed. And that's kind of what's making me also follow the fact that this was not a predator. Broken neck, plus the herd's just really mellow. I think Herman, God, don't touch him. He's so stinky smelly. Oh my God, dude, you don't want to touch him. Don't pet him. You might be the culprit. Anyways, it stinks, but everybody's really mellow. So that kind of makes me think, you know, he got headbutted. So we're done here for the night. It's getting dark. We're going to go down and load up that last pig and put it in freezer camp. And that pig's actually gonna go to some folks that have helped us out. Monkey Hill Farm, which is the farm that we get a lot of our Nigerian dwarf goats from. and then a friend of ours down the road, Charlie. Last year he gave us I don't know, a couple, probably 1,000, maybe 2,000 pounds of tomatoes. It was his B stock. He couldn't get rid of it quick enough, so we fed a lot of that to our pigs. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us on A Simple Life.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so Herman goes to goat heaven.
He's gonna go to goat heaven anyways.
Goodbye. We'll see you on the next A Simple Life. Bye.
Thank you guys.